Hey, happy Wednesday, morning, noon, or night, wherever this comes to you. Maybe I'll hum to my own tune and speak to you. Probably not, other than a second, because it's silly. Hello, Pelin. Hello, hello, Ana Mendoz. Ana Mendoz. Hello, hello. I'm waiting for some people to join. Wait, someone wants to say hello. Maybe because I'm making her. Who wants to say hello? Oh, it is Bella Rose. Hello. Say hi, Bella. Say hi, Bella. Oh, my little nugget. Mm. Hello, everybody. Okay. Ready, Belle? What are we going to tell them we're talking about today? Wouldn't that be so cool if she just started talking? Merhaba, Bella. See, everybody knows you. Okay. All this whole time we'll be talking about Bella if I don't let her go. Look at her. She's like, I think I'll go to sleep now. She's a sneaky little bugger. She's contributing to you, whether she looks like it or not. Oh, there she goes. Now, if you don't know how to relax, take a moment with Bella. Mhm. I love this nugget. She's still my little nugget, even though she's over 2.5 years old now, right? Okay, I'm going to go start talking and I'm going to put you down. All right, thank you for enjoying my Bella. Hello, Jasna. Okay, everybody. So, have you ever bought something special and treated yourself and then judged the heck out of yourself for it after? Whether you had the money or whether you didn't have the money? Come on now. Come on now. Am I the only one? Raise your hands, raise your hands high, high, high if you've ever done this. Okay. So I've done it way too many times and on both sides. And there's probably more than two sides, both sides. Bought something because I wanted it, put it on a credit card, didn't necessarily have the money to pay for it, and then afterward, driving home after the purchase, convincing myself that it's okay and that I deserved it. And then the bill comes in, I'm just like, oh my God. And then it's always with those sorts of things, at least for me, then like another bill came in, and then another class or another certification or another thing that I had to do or expense in the house or whatever. It just spirals. Or on the other side, I bought something, I had the money, I paid cash, felt really great, or put it on card, still know I had the cash to pay it, um, felt great, but then it kind of also felt empty. And it's like, oh, yeah, it's just another thing. Two different experiences. I got the money. It's not about the money, it's more about receiving. Oh, it's more about receiving and about me and my relationship. Hello, Ms. Miracle. Ms. Miracle. That's how they say it in Texas. Merhaba, merhaba. Welcome, everyone. So, I'm talking about, have you ever purchased something and then judge yourself for it later? Hello, Nazrin. Somebody wrote to me and said something like, sometimes he looks at things he desires and he purchases them with a credit card and he starts enjoying it. And then the balance comes and he's over the limit, which means more admin expenses for the purchases for him. And then he's like, I'm so stupid. How didn't I think about that before purchasing it? Hello, terminal vagueness around money when desire rears its head. And is your desire from a space of need, or is it a space of true, clean, energetic exchange? A lot of times we purchase out of need. The need creates a lack, basically, or there is a lack in your life, and that creates, scarcity and problems in the future. Well, not so far in the future either. Okay. So, and I talk a lot about this, and I didn't expect to say this, but the book right behind me, in The Lies of Money, that obviously is in Spanish, talks a lot about 395 pages about my own lies of money and what I learned about what money is and what I thought it was, that it isn't, what I thought it isn't, that it actually was, and how I freed myself from all those cages and constraints around perspectives and points of view about money that did not actually create the life, living, wealth, and prosperity that I desired. And I used money a lot of times, and are using a lot money a lot of times as an emotional buffer, as a surprise treat for you because you've worked so hard, or are you actually using it in the way that it was designed to create change, to celebrate, to create a greater future, to contribute, a giving and mutuality? A lot of things like that aren't paid attention to in this reality regarding money. And I'm spending a lot more time going into that in a future book. I have the outline for it, my next book on money, but we won't see that yet until 2022. However, um, there's another thing. Let's take food, for example. Pizza. Everybody knows pizza is my favorite thing, but this isn't my example. This is somebody else's example. Like they're craving pizza, they get the pizza, but their body becomes swollen the day after. So the thing for that person was it's pleasurable in the moment, and then 24 hours later, when your body bloats up, because maybe you're allergic to the wheat, or the wheat didn't fit with your body right, or you ate too much of it, and your body, who doesn't love pizza? I'm from New York. I mean, you can ask me to have pizza breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I would just say, hell yeah, no matter what. However, um, there's certain pizzas that I can have now, and I just know that. And there's certain pizzas that my body's just like, no. Um, However, going back to this person's example, that pleasurable moment of having the pizza then turns into, I shouldn't have bought that. And so now they're using their money again in a way that's against their body. So is your money your ally, or is your money your enemy? And how are you using it? Okay. And that's what we're talking about in many different things. The Lies of Money book is great. I also have these cage talks I'm doing. One of the first calls on cage talks I did was about money and how we get locked into our invisible cage around money. And then it's in every choice we make. For instance, in the book, I talk a lot about going to a coffee shop. This was when I lived in California, and I had just gotten a random IRS bill. And I have never had an IRS bill or always pay whatever. And so I was so shocked when I got it. I was like, I don't even know what this was. And it was an extreme amount of money. Turns out it was a mistake, but I didn't know this for like, a month. But in that moment, as I'm driving to work and stopping at my, $7 to $10 coffee shop, um, hello, everybody. I had that bill, right? I go to order my coffee, I order the latte, and then for a moment, I didn't want to pay, and I had the sickness in my stomach, and I didn't want them to, I didn't want to pay, but of course I did pay. And then usually I give like a $2 tip, and then I held the tip back, and then I was embarrassed because they're going to call my name on the cup and say it was ready, and I didn't give them a tip, and I usually do, blah, 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 blah. Well, then as I was waiting for those couple minutes and they're making the coffee for me, I realized, I started asking myself, who am I being with that situation at the coffee shop with the money, right? So I purchased the coffee, but I had not so good feeling about it. Well, the not so good feeling I had about it, I projected it onto the coffee, but it was about that bill I got in the mail that turns out later on to be a lie, but I didn't know that in the moment. In that moment, I thought, well, I'll save money, $2, by not giving the tip to pay that bill later on. But I paid $7 for the coffee or more. It's just crazy. Who am I being? Right in that moment, nothing to or about my mother, just like, oh my God, I'm being my mother. And whatever that her reality was with money, I was being in that moment. And in that moment, I was being penurious. I was being cheap. I thought if I just hold the $2 back, pay the $7, it would somehow create an easier time paying for the 40 grand tax bill. Cuckoo, right? Just crazy. These are the insanities that we get around money. We buy something from our desire. We buy something from a projection. We buy something from a lack. We buy something because we have the money. We buy something because we don't have the money. We buy something because we deserve it, instead of just this free exchange that is the generosity, and reciprocity and receiving and gifting in simultaneity of this thing called money. It's an energy and has nothing to do with your self worth and rarely even have anything to do with your net worth. It has everything to do with your awareness about what you've concluded or decided money is for you. Okay, so I talk a lot about how we get locked into a cage about money. You can go into the shop and take a look at Money Cage Talks. You can certainly take a look at this book, Lies of Money. Um, and if you would like, on tomorrow, we're doing another cage talk on secrets. And I give this 5 step easy process to walk yourself out of anything that disrupts your peace in your world. Go ahead and look at drlisacooney.com if you're interested in finding anything out about this or joining us. Also have some free events that I'm doing on Friday. You can look at that on drlisacooneycf.com. And what else do I want to tell you? If you like what you're seeing here, you want to know when I go live, like it, subscribe, be notified. Let me know, let us know if there's a topic you'd like to hear about, customer care at drlisacooney.com. I'd love to hear from you. And most importantly, um, wherever you are in your financial situation today, like right now, right in this moment, be grateful for it. Stop the worry just for a second. Stop the resentment just for a second. Just resign the rejection, you know, and retract the revenge at yourself because of it and get off your bad self and get off your back and just be like, just for today, right in this moment, I'm okay. Thank you for all that I have. Thank you for the food that I'm eating. Thank you for the coffee that I'm drinking. Thank you for the clients that I have. Thank you for the check that's coming. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the money that's coming. Thank you for the money that's always come. Thank you. 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 I'm so grateful to you. I'm so apologetic that I have acted like an imbecile most times with money, and take an action that strengthens your reserve, your resources to make you know that you're smarter than you're being with money. I know I did that for myself, and I had people help me when